I guess so. What are your next steps? Besides like launching in BSC, are
Mhm.
you thinking of doing any other projects? Like maybe you're starting a wallet. I know with Ledger coming out, unfortunately, Ledger announced that they were going to send their seed phrases to
Yeah,
like multiple companies at the same time, as if that's
yeah,
supposed to make it better. But what other projects are you thinking of working on? Or
yeah.
are you just
So
focused on Phoenix?
yeah, so the thing that's interesting about that ledger thing is that when I used to work for the government, we actually used to do that.
Hmm.
There's a process that's called a KRA because I literally worked in cryptography for 7 years. There's
Hmm.
this thing called a KRA, which is a key recovery agency or a key
Hmm.
recovery agent. And what it's designed to do is for people that lose their keys, right? So in the military, you've got all these generals, everybody's mandated to send encrypted emails to everybody else. If you lose your keys, you basically lose all of your email.
Hmm.
And most people are not good at maintaining their keys or their password or their common access card. So
Hmm.
you have there's a backup of every single person's private keys somewhere, in a place that's not easy to get to, but you can get all of them. And the
Hmm.
reason they do that is because people can't remember their password or they lose their keys or something happens. And so all Ledger is trying to do is they're trying to make it easy to onboard the next 100 million people
Yeah.
because most people are not going to use crypto if it is as fatal as it is right now. If it
Yeah.
is, you need to be fully self-sovereign and take your seed phrase and put it on a piece of metal and bury it in the backyard and do all this stuff. People are not going to use crypto.
Right.
So what they're saying is, hey, we're going to take your seed phrase, generate, use multi-party computation, generate 3 sub seed phrases, send them to different companies. And then if 2 of those 3 companies agree, then you can get your password back. It's basically the forgot password button. That's literally
Hmm.
what they're building.
Hmm.
And you've been able to export your private key from your ledger since I did it in 2017. I got a script, I pulled a private key off of a ledger. So
Yeah.
that the thing that they're offering is not new. They've been able to do that. It's just that the service that they're building and the way they communicated it was absolutely abysmal. So
Yeah.
everybody thinks that there's some new functionality, but it's always been there. And they need that functionality there because if I build a new blockchain and I use a new hashing mechanism for signing keys, and I want my ledger to work with it, Ledger needs to be able to update the signing mechanisms inside the secure enclave so that I can generate my private keys and generate my HD wallet and all that stuff. So
Hmm.
they need the thing is working. Nothing changed about how the thing is working. They just are not doing a good job, or maybe most people just don't understand how it works. They didn't know
Hmm.
how it worked in the first place. So there's a
Hmm.
lot of people that are mad about something that's always been there, but they just didn't know how it worked.
So,
So
so you say that you could have done this in 2017, where you export your keys?
yeah, I
Okay.
did it. I
This
literally exported my private key from a Ledger wallet in 2017 with a script.
is
That
this
was
only for Ledger, or is this for all hardware or most hardware wallets?
I don't know. I didn't have other hardware wallets.
Mm,
I think I didn't have a Treasure. I bought a Grid Plus at one time, but
mm,
it was like the Grid Plus was so safe that it actually broke in transit. Like I guess the UPS guys over here are too aggressive, and it
mm.
has there's different levels of security for a hardware security module, which is what's inside the Ledger and the Grid Plus and the Treasure. And so there's certain levels where if it shakes enough, it will
Mm,
disable the key, so you can't use it. And
mm.
Grid Plus has that. And so I guess the FedEx guys in California are really aggressive. So they mailed me one and it got here and it was broken. So I sent it
Okay.
back. And then they mailed me another one and it got here and it was broken. And I was like, all right, I'm done. I'm not I don't want a hardware wallet where if there's an earthquake in California, all of a sudden I can't get access to my crypto. It's not that serious. So I don't use them, but
Mm.
you can have different levels of security, but most people they just want to be able to use their crypto and send it and get it, and if they lose their keys, get their stuff back. Because people
Gotcha.
are losing keys more than they're getting hacked,
That's also very
by
true.
other
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
So you
Isn't it?
need effectively a forgot password button for crypto. It's just I
Mhm.
don't think anybody's really come up with a holistic service that explains to people like, hey, this is who's holding parts of the key and this is what you need to get it back. Gnosis kind of does this, but it's still chain dependent. So
But if you can export your keys, if someone gets your wallet, can't they, export your keys out of your wallet too?
they,
You
they
say you've
need
been
your
doing it since
pin.
2017, right? So couldn't
They
someone?
need the pin.
Oh, they need a pin. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, you can't just run the script. You have to be
Yeah.
like, you have to be able to log into the wallet and then get it out.
Okay, gotcha.
But you need the pin to do everything. You need the pin to
Right.
sign a transaction. You need the pin to sign a signature. So
Yeah.
but you can get it out if you really want to.
I think what Ledger did is actually really smart. But what they should have done was, I guess, come out with a new wallet, or come out with a totally different system. Because if they come out with a new wallet, it will just communicate to people better. That,
Yeah.
Our regular wallet, is very, very secure. But this new 100 million people wallet, the mass adoption wallet,
Yeah.
okay, easier for you to do that.
Yeah.
And no one would have cared. They'll be like, that's just
you can buy this old Ledger wallet that does this, or you can buy this new one that like easy to use thing. Not say, hey, we've got a service now and we're gonna take this feature that's already been in there, but we're gonna use it for exporting your private keys. So,
and in fact, they have a wallet called Stacks. Let's see.
Didn't they buy that?
I actually already bought it.
Okay. Oh, that's the one with the screen on it, right?
Yep.
See, I can't do that. It's too much risk for me. I need my wallet to be as dumb as possible. No Bluetooth, no screen. I want it to just be I remember that.
Yeah, you can literally buy it from Best Buy right now for $280. So
okay. Yeah, I ordered 2 of those and then I canceled my order.
Oh really?
Yeah. Because it's just like I don't want something where if the screen goes away, then I can't use my thing anymore. I think it looks nice, but you remember my background is in security and risk.
Yeah.
So to me, I'm just thinking of how many ways can this go wrong? So I think I canceled my order and bought like another Ledger Nano or something like that. But I mean, it looks cool.
It does look
I don't know. Maybe I'll buy one just to play with it, just to see how it works. I do like.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going to do. I bought it to play around with it, show it off to people, be like, "Oh, this is the iPhone for Ledger wallets." Pretty much.
Yeah.
That's really how people are going to treat it.
Yeah, that's good. Good marketing.
It's good marketing, really. Yeah.
Yeah. The other question you were asking is like if I'm thinking of stuff in the future, and one of the things that has actually been crossed my mind is I've been in crypto for a little while, and so. In my background, when I was at Uber, I used to work on the human experience team at Uber ATG, which is a self-driving division of Uber. And so I worked with a team of a couple of people, and we built the user interface for the self-driving cars for Uber that were in Pennsylvania, Arizona, and San Francisco. And so I really care about how people use products and the interactions that they have. And one of the things I want to build is some way to kind of make crypto usable for a lot of people, because I think it's still very complicated. And even for me, who's, technically savvy, there's a lot of stuff that I have to manage and maintain that can all be automatic. And so if we can have some sort of, product that makes it really easy to do all of this stuff, keep track of all these Xen derivatives, right? Because right now there's no real way to do it other than, you can go to like DBZen or Xen Turbo, but make it easy to do that stuff on the go. Make it easy to keep track of, if you got stuff on Pulsechain and Ethereum, how do you keep track of all of that? Make sure that all that stuff is wrapped up and show you the value of what's inside these protocols. Because I think the limitation for a lot of wallets now is they'll say like you have 10 Phoenix. It's like, okay, but what about the Phoenix that's locked in the protocol? Or you have 50,000 Xen. Okay, but what about the billion Xen that's being minted every day that's locked in the protocol?
Yeah.
Or you have, like 100 hex. Okay, but what about the 1,000 hex that's staked in hex? Or, you're doing something. And a lot of these sites, they don't really give you visibility into the protocol. I think that's something that's very interesting that I've been kind of thinking about a lot lately.
So you're pretty much just trying to make it, because Xen Turbo does a lot of that stuff, right? So you're just making it easier for the masses to get into Xen Turbo, because even me getting into Xen Turbo, it's an awesome website, right? But I have to get a MetaMask, and then I have to copy and paste my MetaMask address into Xen Turbo, and then I have to do that. Let's say I have 100 wallets, I have to do it 100 times, right? And then it only works on my desktop. It doesn't work on my cell phone, right? So, or I guess it could work on the cell phone, but it's cumbersome to do that. So you're pretty much just trying to make it for the masses. And that's what a lot of websites did. Like FTX kind of did something like that. But the problem with that is that it's centralized, right? So
yeah. So how do you do this in a way without counterparty risk, right? Where you
Yes.
make it so that the user still owns everything. You as the owner, it's not FTX where you have to give your stuff over. You just you just say, hey, this is my public key, track this. Hey, this is my public key, track this,
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, this conversation was really awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me, or I appreciate you doing the interview with me. It's really cool. I think your project is going to do very well. Like we saw before. It's already done better than ZenFT, and it's only been out for 5 days. So I know it's going to go crazy. And I mean, I guess technically the bull market has just started, but it hasn't really gone mainstream yet. My mom hasn't asked me about it yet, too. I remember my mom was asking me about it 2 years ago.
Yeah.
She asked me to come and download what's the Zuckerberg one? Not Zuckerberg, the Winklevoss twins, Gemini. She asked me
Gemini.
She asked me to download Gemini on her phone. I was like, how did you even hear about Gemini?
Yeah.
So it hasn't reached that, but when we get there in 2024, 2025, I'm sure this project is going to do absolutely amazing, and the whole Zen ecosystem too.
Yeah,
it's going to be great.
Yeah, I know crypto is booming when my dad sends me a message about it.
Yes.
My dad's like, Joe, what's FTX? I'm like, what do you know about FTX? That's how I know we're at the top.
Yeah. But yeah, I appreciate this interview that we had. Yes. So we should definitely do this again, though.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate you having me, and yeah, launching on a couple more chains, and yeah, definitely follow up and chat in the future.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
See you.
All right, Benito. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah.
And actually, one quick thing. If you want to keep up with some of the updates to Phoenix, follow me on Twitter at 𝘰𝘰𝘯𝘦. And also, if you want to keep up with the specific protocol updates, we have a Telegram, t.me/Phoenix_protocol, and that's FENIX. And then our Twitter is also the same thing, twitter.com/Phoenix_protocol.
Okay.
And then you can find our DApp at Phoenix.FYI if you're looking to burn some Zen for Phoenix.
Let me see.
Yeah, it's right there under my name.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Here's his web. 𝘰𝘰𝘯𝘦 at 𝘰𝘰𝘯𝘦 on Twitter, and here's all the. Oh, here's your website too, right? Okay.
Yeah. The Phoenixes.
Okay. Awesome. And here's the white paper too. Okay. Cool. All right. Great. Thank you again.
All right. Yep. Thank you, Benito.
All right. See you.
Yep. See you.